What's up, guys? So today we're going to be interviewing Adrian. He joined the Freedom Team, I want to say around a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago,
Yeah,
and he's been absolutely crushing it lately. So we're going to go ahead, learn a little bit about him. And yeah, Adrian, thank you so much for coming on.
of course.
We've
Yeah.
been talking about doing this, and here we are. So we can kind of start off a little bit with your background, kind of, why don't you talk a little bit about how you got into trading, how that all started, and what you started trading originally?
Yeah. So I started trading, I'd say right after COVID. I started getting into it. I was quite inexperienced to start off with, just trying to play around with options. I was in a lot of discords, trying to follow a lot of people. I thought it was really easy to start off with. I thought it was really easy to make money. Big reality check for the first year and a half, 2 years, up and down, lost a lot of money. And then I found Jordan on Twitter. And I just started to try to like adopt a lot of his strategies, supply and demand, balance theory, this and that. Didn't go too well initially, because of course it's easier said than done. And then I got into the Freedom team. All the lessons really helped. Um, just trying to like find some consistency, and I'd say over the past few months it's improved a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and you've been
Yeah.
trading a while, and I know
Yeah.
starting out there's a lot of those emotions involved, and
Yeah.
it's very tough. You've probably blown a few accounts. So like, how why don't you talk a little bit about the emotional side of trading when you first started? Like, how were things going, and what kind of transition into how your emotions are going right now?
So yeah, initially it was a lot of revenge trading. When something wouldn't go my way, I just try and make my money back. I never tried to accept losing money daily. Because I'd see so many people online making, thousands of dollars every day. So initially it was just really impatient, and I quickly realized that it was not a get quick rich scheme. Um, And I'd say recently, over the past year, it's improved. And ever since I've joined, of course, Team, yeah, it's just improved a lot. Just learning that not everything's gonna go your way every single time. Um, and yeah, just more patient over the past few months, and that's brought in more consistency for sure. Um, and yeah,
Yeah, no, patience
yeah,
patience is key, and
yeah,
that's
for sure.
a very important thing that I think a lot of people struggle with, especially when they first start
Yeah,
out. So yeah, I'm
yeah,
glad you've been able to kind of help get over that learning curve a little bit. So let's go dive into your strategy a little bit. So I know,
yeah,
you said initially you were also like learning supply demand balance theory a little bit when you met me, but it was still kind of
yeah,
hard to kind of get you to really find success with it, be consistent with it. So
yeah.
after joining the Freedom Team, like, what kind of really pushed you to help you find that real like edge in the market or that real consistency that you were looking for?
Yeah, so initially when I was playing supply and demand, I'd try and take like every single supply and demand I found, so never considered trend, never considered even time frame. And that's what really brought me to Freedom Team, because I didn't believe in supply and demand initially, because I was finding a lot of losers, not being able to like match up with trend. And I just didn't get it from that like viewpoint. And then I started realizing that obviously like you can't take every supply and demand in the market. There's going to be times when it breaks. Um, and just understanding trend like through your videos, understanding it and just understanding the best ones, understanding that the best ones come from like speed of the move. That's definitely brought like narrowed down the amount of trades I take with supply and demand, because now it's just taking the best ones. And then even balance theory is just something I didn't really understand initially. Um, and I used to try and take, at least when I first learned balance theory, I try to take every single one that kind of like I thought accepted back into balance, and it started breaking the other way and wouldn't go my way. So ever since really just watching the videos, I've been able to like narrow down the amount of trades I'm taking and narrow them down to like the best risk and rewards, the best setups. Um, and that's really, really helped for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really good because a lot of obviously something I like to focus on quite a bit is only
Yeah,
taking A+ setups,
yeah.
and it seems like kind of going through the past few months that you've learned a little bit better what an A+ setup actually is, and so that's kind of helped you stay away from all the bad trades, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. And so going more based off kind of strategy as well, where do you maybe kind of dive in a little more on what you're doing right now for your strategy? Because obviously, there's the strategies I teach. I do supply demand balance theory. But
Yeah.
everyone kind of has a little different style of trading. And so maybe talk a little bit about what you're doing more in depth.
So like definitely over the past like 2, 3 weeks, I've been focusing a lot on balance theory. I think you've been able to see I've been posting a lot on Freedom Team about it.
Hmm.
Um, I think the major difference is with balance theory, I've been like really focusing on volume profile as well, just understanding what the best levels are within balance and playing based off that. Like yesterday, I was able to take Roku for 100% gain, which was perfect, and I found a level within the balance that kind of just built up my confidence in it and I was able to take the trade without even thinking about it too much. And that's also like on the emotion side. Like I basically had no emotion going to that trade because I knew exactly what I was doing. And with supply and demand, definitely looking at, like bigger time frame zones and finding lower time frame zones within it. That's definitely one big part of like one big change I've made because a lot of times I just enter as soon as we touched a bigger time frame zone, I just enter a trade. But now I'm actually waiting for like lower time frame supply and demand zones within the bigger zone, which gives me my A+ setup. So that's definitely the biggest change I've had. And it's just really taken emotion out of it. Um, so I'm able to like enter trades without even thinking about it. I'm able to identify my stop level, my target levels, like incredibly soon as I enter a trade. So that's definitely the biggest difference, and that's definitely what gives me my edge now. I think just taking away emotion from it um has like it's just like less stress. I'm able to like like go to bed with the trade um like still in like set my profit target, set my stop loss and all. So that's definitely the biggest difference over the past few months. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off mid interview, but if you're enjoying this so far and you want to become a part of the Freedom Team or just learn more information, I want you to click the first link in the description below. You can hop on a call with me or somebody from my team. We'll talk to you about our mentorship, see if you're a good fit, and if you're not, we're still going to help you out with your trading, point you in the right direction. It's a free strategy session. Click the link below after you watch this interview. All right, continue on.
Yeah, that's insane. And I know I remember you posting Roku actually. I saw that. And yeah, Roku was
Yeah.
a cool setup. And
Yeah.
one of the things that you mentioned as well is having confidence in your setups. And I
Yeah.
know especially for a lot of new traders out there, it's so hard to get that confidence. And the biggest reason is, people they don't know if their strategies actually work. They're just kind of
Yeah.
trading, kind of guessing. And
Yeah.
of course, when you're guessing, when you don't know, you're not going to have that consistency. You're not going to have that confidence.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk a little bit about like kind of how you got that confidence? I know you kind of did a little bit, but maybe go explain a little more how you got that confidence and how it's been able to really help your trading.
Yeah. So I think just taking your time and like off market hours and just understanding obviously you can go through so many stocks, just like identify your levels, go through so many stocks, but I think building my confidence really came from like I want to say going through a lot of trades and just understanding what the key levels are, understanding volume profile, just a lot of things that like I wouldn't have done before. And yeah, I just think just playing through my levels, especially with like balance theory, for example, I'm using volume profile, it really just takes away a lot of emotion because like it's something so like it's just something that's something that's there like I'm trying to explain it, sorry. So especially like with volume profile, like using low volume nodes. I think that's really helped me. Just understanding where turning points within balance can really affect you, and then playing off that. And I think when you have a key level on a stock and you just understand that this is an area where you're not supposed to be trading it and where you can actually enter, that's definitely like just helped my confidence a lot, because I don't even think about, I don't even think about, oh, if this turns here, I might have to sell like I used to. Like there was a time when I was like buying and selling options like within minutes. And that would definitely be like, that was definitely the worst thing for me, because I was like constantly watching it, constantly just on my like broker watching the price move. And that was not doing well for my stress level as well. And now the biggest difference is I don't even need to watch it. I can be doing something completely different and I have my alert set. And when it breaks a key level and I need to sell, I sell. When it keeps going my way and I need to take profit, I know exactly where that's gonna happen. So yeah, I just like my stress has been completely taken out of trading now. And I think that's the biggest difference, because I think a lot of people stress too much, and that's really where you start making mistakes. And I think that's by far the biggest difference for me.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
Yeah,
that's incredible. And
yeah,
I know that trading at times can be very difficult, and
yeah,
also takes up a lot of time. And I know that you mentioned how you can be able to just set your alerts and kind of walk away and do your own thing. So
yeah.
has being in the Freedom Team have kind of like, learning like the more like OCO orders, or kind of learning how to really step away from the charts, really giving you a lot of your time back?
Yeah, definitely. Especially because I live all the way in Hong Kong, so the market opens for me at like 9:30 p.m. So a lot of times at that time, after a full day of like working, it's hard. It's hard to like just be constantly glued to your screen. So definitely like just to be able to like, spend time with my family while I have a trade on, or like even if I have a little bit of work to do and have like a trade open, it just gives me time to like do other things. And when needed, when I need to come back, when I get an alert and I need to like sell or like take profit, like it's within seconds, there's no emotion involved. Yeah, that's what Freedom Team has given me, which is like the biggest plus at the moment, because I'm able to do like other things in the night. Like even if I'm out with friends on a Friday and I have a trade open, like it's totally like no stress at all. So that's definitely like the biggest plus for me, because before, when I was trading, I used to like not leave my house at 9:30 p.m. I used to have to like be glued to my screen for like 3, 4 hours. I was going to sleep really late. I had work the next day. So, definitely these strategies and like that's helped me take emotion out of it, has definitely like even just improved my lifestyle because of the timing of the market and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And throughout the mentorship, maybe even just throughout your journey, is there anything specific, maybe like a video you watched, maybe, a conversation you had with the member inside, something that really kind of like changed your game for trading, really that kind of took you to that next level? Is there anything like something
Yeah.
specific that really helped you out?
I think the break of structure videos and the trend videos were like a game changing for me, because like I said, one of the biggest things that I didn't do when I was trading supply and demand was consider trend, consider higher time frame, consider like, break of structure, looking for stop hunts, all that sort of stuff. Now that's really helped me, because I'm able to like narrow down using those strategies. I'm able to narrow down the best A plus setups, like you said. So those videos are like absolutely game changing. And even the balance theory videos, like I kind of already understood balance theory because of your Twitter. I was following when you would post about balance theory and stuff, and I was like practicing a lot with it. But again, that just reaffirmed my understanding in it and brought a lot of confidence in it. Like every single balance theory trade or every single stock I find that's in balance now, I'm able to like find a key level and make a trade based off it. So yeah, those videos and just even just being part of Freedom Team, just looking at the Q&As, for example, that's really helpful. Um, Speaking to other members about, kind of how they're trading as well, just really just helps you as well. Um, Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is that's incredible. That is awesome. And I know it's you actually just woke up. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but
No, don't worry. Yeah.
to end it on one last question here. If there's people out there who are thinking of joining the Freedom Team, but they don't quite, maybe they have some concerns, some doubts. Is there anything that
Yeah.
you want to tell them?
Uh, I would say just do it. Like, there's such a fine line between like, at least for a long time, I was on the edge. I felt like I was on the edge, that I was like so close to like just getting there, about being like consistent and getting profitable. And there was just a few things I had to work on, but I wasn't too sure what they were. I think the videos and just the people in Freedom Team, like it kind of bridged that gap. It did that for me. And just the concepts and everything, just it works perfectly. It's proven. Um, there's not a lot like you have to do from like the learning side, and what Freedom Team did for me at least was build my confidence a lot. Um, and just to have a community that is so tight knit, always active. It's different to any like Discord I've ever joined. So that's definitely like one of the biggest pluses. Like one of the first things I do when I start trading is go on Slack and go into the Freedom Team, share my ideas, look at other people's ideas. That's definitely a huge plus as well. It does build it really does build you really does build your confidence to know that there's like other people at where you're at the moment. Seeing people who are like at the same like level as you trading, and to have like mentors like you and like Zach just available to like help you out when you need. Definitely better than like any Discord or trading group I've ever joined before. So if anyone is watching this, I do really like suggest considering joining Freedom Team. Yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome. And yeah, we can end it here. Thank you so much, Adrian. It was great having this
Of
conversation
course.
with you. I mean, I've seen you grow already, like from just a short amount of time you've been inside, and I know like you're gonna continue to grow. So I'm excited to
Yeah.
see you
Thanks.
down the line. But yeah, man, again, thank you so much. And I'll
Yeah.
see you inside of the chat.
Yeah. Cheers, Jordan. Appreciate it.
All right, what's up, guys? If you enjoyed that interview and you want to become a part of the Freedom Team, we will make you a consistently profitable trader in just 8 weeks without relying on any alerts, without trading more than an hour a day. We've done it with over 100 students and a 91% success rate. All you have to do is click the first link in the description below. We'll hop on a call together, see if we're a good fit to work together. And if we are, then we'll tell you about our mentorship and the Freedom Team. And if we're not a good fit, we're still going to point you in the right direction so you're on success for your trading. Okay, so click the link in the description below. It's a win-win no matter what. We'll do a free strategy session call for you, and I'll see you guys on the call.